Namaste, everyone. Good day and welcome to this channel. Welcome here. Thank you for sharing this moment together. Whenever this message will reach you, thank you. And we ask that the Most High Divine Love of all surrounds and protects all energies involved. Thank you. There's been a calling to create less content for reflection, and this is a collective energy, so we would want you also to know, take time to reflect, because there is a lot happening right now, a lot. When there is a lot happening, we tend to feel more sensitive, and we can lash out. When truly that we want to stay centered, but there is so much going on energy-wise in the collective, perhaps within our family, within our friendship. Everything is changing, a lot is happening, and we might lash out. We want to remind you, you're not weak when you apologize. Because when times are rough and there is a lot going on, remember that we can all slip and perhaps say something we shouldn't have said, do something we shouldn't have done. It's okay. Not in the sense that the action was approved, more in the sense of understanding that humans make mistakes. This is how we learn. We need to be kind to ourselves, accepting ourselves with our flaws, and accepting other human beings with all that they have to bring with them. And even if the other person doesn't apologize for their part, that has nothing to do with your apology. Sometimes people want to say, I don't want to apologize because the other person doesn't want to apologize. Don't pay attention to that. It is far more important for you to apologize. Because when we apologize, we're stepping outside of the ego. The ego will never apologize, never take responsibility or credibility for their actions. The ego will more say, it wasn't my fault, it was because, it wasn't my fault, it's because this was like that, or there's always an excuse for that action. So therefore, when you apologize, you're truly telling yourself, I'm not standing in the ego. I take full responsibility, and therefore I apologize for my part in this. And it gives you a sense of relief. Maybe you can't apologize face to face. Maybe it was a thought. Well, then apologize for that thought. If it was face to face, make sure that you can see that human being and sincerely apologize without wanting anything back or any resolution. Just apologize for the sake of the apology and for you recognizing that you are human and that you are a spirit having a human experience. It sometimes is not so easy to navigate because there is a lot of things going on. That can be a bit too much. So take a deep breath right now. Yes, right now in this moment. Just take a deep breath in through your nose. Don't force it, as just breathe it in slowly, like you're breathing or feeling the scent of a beautiful flower. And then exhale through your nose. Release that tension on whatever is thought that's bothering you, situation. Just relieve it from your shoulders. Relax yourself a little bit. Everything will be okay. Everything is exactly the way that it's supposed to be. And sometimes we tend to think in the moment, how can this even be remotely possible? When this is so horrible, how can this be exactly the way that it's supposed to be? But when the time reaches of completion, of the lesson, of the situation, and you're standing on the other edge, and you're looking back, it will be a sudden realization that it could have not have been the way that it is right now if it was different. Therefore, when you stand there, you will accept everything that has happened. In the moment, absolutely not. You will do anything to get away of that situation. Of course, it's human. There's nothing wrong with this. But know that when you will reach your destination, you will understand the path. And if you're walking the path of self-realization, of understanding your deeper self, why am I here? What am I here to bring? What am I here to do? When you enter this realization and these questions that you're so eager within yourself to answer, is when your path will truly unfold. Once I read a statement saying that the greatest master can break down complicated words and sentences and meaning of understanding into simplicity, and that resonated with me. When we say it's complicated and we describe situations with very sophisticated and difficult words, and we make statements that are long, it's because we're battling something in ourselves. When we break it down to understand what is the core value, where is the seed. I want to find the seed. I want to find the seed. How can I find the seed? When we go deep into it, we realize that more sentences become shorter and shorter. And then it's just one simple sentence. You know, this is how the ego always complicates it. It is making up this huge list that you write down, that you think about, that you act, that it has to be like this, and it's very complicated and you get overwhelmed. But when you break it down, it's so simple. As these words, they are simple. You are a divine being having a human experience. Simple. All of this is truly not existing, yet it's perceived by the mind. If you didn't have the mind, you will not perceive all that you see. As the same way, if you didn't have the eyes, you will not see this 3D reality, right? So respect the illusion that all of this is, yet don't be a part of it. As in believing that this is all there is. This is when you get trapped. You don't want to get trapped. You want to stand outside and remember your true essence of who you are. And it's not easy. It's not meant to be easy. The ego was constructed as a program to make you forget. There is an Indian story time, you guys. There's an Indian story about how creation started, and it was nothing. They were conscious. There was just consciousness. And then it got sad that it was all alone. So it decided to create a friend to play with. So creation created something out of himself and created a darker version of himself as a womanly figure to play with him. And they were playing hide and seek. And this dark version, which was originated from him, said, "Hey, let's play a game." And then she took him and she chopped him into thousands of pieces and scattered him around across the whole universe. And then she said, "Go ahead and find yourself. And you're not allowed to remember." And this is how creation began, of understanding how you are. If you listen to this story, it will kind of get you into that feeling of truly understanding how it is if you're looking at it from a micro part. Here we are now coming down to the little spark within you, and you're standing in your daily life, and you have an ego within you, which is the program. So you created a program, which is the ego. It's not existing, but it appears to be existing. It's a program that is running to make you forget, to make you fall asleep, work your whole life. Don't think about anything. Think about money, want to be wealthy. Don't think about anything spiritual. Don't go that path. Use drugs, use other things, distract yourself. Do not feel that emotion. Okay, this is all in the ego. And you're there. The pure you. You were always pure. You always knew who you were. But this program is meant to be there for you to learn. Because you cannot learn how to find home if you don't remember? First, you have a map, and someone takes that map away from you and says, find home. That's impossible, you might think. It's not. This is when your intuition steps in. In your heart is where home is. Where does your heart call you to go? In every situation from your day-to-day life, follow, where does your heart want you to go? And then ask the mind, is it safe for us to travel in this way because we need to go from A to B? That's okay. But the decision making has to come from the heart. Because if it's from the mind, it goes straight to the ego, and the ego has its program, which will make you to do decisions that are truly not 100% yours, really. Because it can be programs from the society of, no, you can't go that far. Or it can be programs from your parents saying, that's crazy. Why would you do that? You will humiliate yourself. So you have to have the courage to stand up for yourself, to stand firm and alone, and know that no, it doesn't matter what anyone says. This is a journey that I have to make, and these are the decisions that I have to take. Because at the end of the day, you will be the one, and you cannot blame anyone who told you don't do it, because you chose to listen. Take full responsibility. Therefore, never go after what anyone else wants you to do. You can hear them all out, but at the end of the day, follow your heart's calling. Don't get dragged into the illusion. Yes, money is good, but money is natural. It's not positive or negative. It's just the ego putting all of these programming that it's not good, rich people are bad, and etc., etc. Money is not good in the sense that it will make you fall asleep. If you have a lot of money, you probably have a harder time waking up from the illusion because you're being very comfortable. Life is not challenging you. But when life is challenging you, that's when you actually want to wake up because you don't want to be in that situation. You'll do anything to get out of that situation. And that is a booster to your awakening. It's not a bad thing. And money will always support you and be there for you. If you're walking the path to enlightenment, to clean yourself up, there will always be support there. Think about it to this day. How can we all still be surviving? It was not we who gave ourselves all of that. It was the universe always being there protecting. You see? So we need to, when we are doing this path of enlightenment and wanting to go deeper, know that you are supported. And when you're truly walking this path, you're not even thinking about, oh, how am I going to get this? You just trust that the universe will provide, because you know that the most important thing is to be at service, to honor creation. So even if it happens good times or bad times, you're just not affected by it. You look the same. You look like you're the richest, even if you would be the poorest, because it really doesn't matter to you. You understand that none of that matters, really. What matters is your connection. How is your connection to earth, to your children, to your animal, to yourself? How is that connection? Are you there? Are you present? Or is it just happening? It's these small things in our everyday to day life that we need to cherish in our hearts and remember and come back to ourselves and trust that the universe wants the best for you, that you are the only one standing in the way for yourself. Nobody else can block your blessings because everyone is your lessons. There will be people being jealous, being confused. All of that is also a journey. You need to let everyone have their experience of their reality. You need to release them to have that experience of how they are perceiving it, to not control other people's realities, to stand with your reality, to find out who you are. We hope that these messages will help you and make any sense, because there was a lot wanting to enter in. As we said, we've been a little bit off. We've been baking at home and just taking care of the house for our children. So, but we love to be here too, to make these videos for you guys. We love to be here and to share and to read all of your comments, to understand the way that you view and see things. So we thank you for you being brave to share. And we hope that these messages can help you have a more understanding in whatever you're going through. And we will be going deeper into the viewer's question in the video. So for now, thank you for being here. We hope you have a wonderful day. And just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Let it all go for a second. Just give yourself 5 minutes at least. Just close your eyes and just breathe. What's going on in there? What do you feel in your body? Do it when you are in a clear state. When you just woke up and you took a shower maybe. Do it in a clear state. Just stand there with yourself. Before you drink coffee or whatever you do in your day, just pure, empty self, shower clean, and just take a deep breath. And ask yourself, how am I? So as usual, you can skip this part. We're going to do one card and see. And if you've been with us throughout these videos and looked at the whole video, thank you. Thank you for that support. Let's see. What does the viewer need to see and what does the viewer need to know? Okay. Start to apply what you already know. Trust your intuition. So deep inside, no matter how things are appearing around you, no matter what illusions or what realities are being inserted from others, you know what's going on. Maybe you can't explain it, but you know what's going on. For sure, you know what's going on. And that's wonderful. You're trusting your intuition. Just don't let the ego drag you into scarcity. Stay focused, stay present, and know that all is well. All is well. Trust your intuition, and it's okay. What you know for a reason, because you're ready to know it. That's your message. Have a wonderful day. Sending love your way. Bye, everyone.